So the puzzle piece here was the wild card that brought chaos, resilience, flexibility. Piece 3, library assistant. Full-time work didn't make sense with nursery fees, so I picked up a job, a weekend one, at the local library. I pictured peace and quiet, but I got chaos in a cardigan. Between storytime crowds of 50 plus, summer reading challenges, job seekers on the computers, and people borrowing everything from books to DVDs to smart meters, it was a hive of activity. I loved the variety, especially when my hours expanded, hosting rhyme times, blogging for outreach, running reading groups. It was life affirming. Though the role changed with funding cuts, I found a spark again when I started a coding club in the library, but more on that shortly. So in the library I learned how to find and organise information, the books. I used to recite the ABCs to organise them. To stay calm in a busy public-facing role, how to help others access resources they didn't know that they needed. So this puzzle piece was the methodical organiser that honed my curiosity and empathy. So now we get to piece 4, coding tutor. When I left my programming job on maternity leave, I was convinced I wasn't cut out for coding. The guys I worked with seemed to live and breathe it. For me, it was a constant uphill battle. But years later, volunteering at a school coding club sparked something. The kids were curious, chaotic, and full of questions, just like mine. I started running more sessions, scratch clubs at the library, science parties, STEM workshops. I even trained as a brownie leader and hosted relaxed sessions as well. And then the pandemic hit. Everything moved online. I pivoted and started tutoring via a platform called Tutorful. I expected nothing, but instead I found a bit of a sweet spot. And as a tutor and small business owner, I learned to simplify complex ideas for small minds. Not small minds, young minds. And their parents at times. Adapt to different learning styles and build confidence in others and in myself. So this puzzle piece was the colourful centrepiece that brought creativity, clarity and confidence. Now I have a completed picture. When I reflect on my career, I don't see disconnected roles. I see a rich tapestry of logic, patience, creativity, resilience and human connection. And every piece, no matter how odd-shaped or surprising, has added value. The logical thinking of a coder, the empathy of a parent, the structure of a librarian, and the spark of a tutor. If you ever find yourself staring at an unfinished puzzle, unsure where the next piece fits, remember, sometimes the most unexpected pieces create the most beautiful picture.